on today's video, we're going to be having a full video dedicated to Power Ranger triggers. But happy to have you here. Hi, I'm Scotty. How you doing? But be ready. They're not as much as my Star Wars stuff, but there's a good bit of cool Power Ranger stuff, so let's get into it. Now you may be wondering, what am I doing? Why is the background pink? Why are we here? No, we're not getting existential in this, but the reason the background is pink is because that is one of my favorite color Rangers from the Mighty Morphin series. Kimberly is one of my favorite characters by far. The only Ranger that I like more is Tommy in general. I love the character of Tommy. I liked him as the Green Ranger, the White Ranger, the Black Ranger, and Dino Thunder. And I know for a fact he's played more Rangers. He was a Red Ranger at one point. He was fantastic. R.I.P. Jason David Frank. But without further ado, let me show you this box that I found. Look at that. Look at that. We've got Tommy. This is from the movie. You can tell because this is Aisha, not Trini. That is an unfortunate situation that happened there. We've got Billy, Rocky, Rocky, Adam, Kimberly, Tommy. Now, with the gain, this should be a bit better. With the tapping sounds. Man, I really enjoy Power Rangers. It's one of the few things people don't know about me. Is I'm a big Star Wars person. Star Wars, that is a well-known fact, my friends. But Power Rangers is less known. My favorite series by far has to be Mighty Morphin, but Dino Thunder comes in at a close second. And recently I've been watching Jungle Fury on YouTube, which their official channel, the official Power Rangers channel, live streams a bunch of episodes and just has a bunch of full episodes of almost every season of Power Rangers that there have been, which is very cool. It's allowed me to easily be able to do some work and watch some Power Rangers. Alright. Now, we get into the box. First up. We've got the Black Ranger from the Power Rangers movie. From the Power Rangers movie 2018, I believe. It has been a long time since it's come out. But kind of a hot take here. I actually didn't hate the movie. I've heard, it was actually a surprise to me that a lot of people hated it. I was like, I'm not sure why you hated this. I mean, I guess I can see it. But, I mean, for a Power Rangers movie, it was pretty good. Alright. Next up, we've got the Yellow Ranger from the movie. Let's get the many different tapping sounds out of the way. Not bad. personal favorite, which is the Tommy one. Let's see, this is actually from Saban's Power Rangers. And if you look at the back, it appears to be the whole Mighty Morphin cast. The whole Mighty Morphin cast. The whole Mighty Morphins cast. And it's the legendary number 669. So, yeah, it's kind of cool. Man, I'm sure the ladies are just out there like, oh my gosh, he has number 669. How dreamy. And to you I say, what's up? This is such a good show, Mighty Morphin. I highly recommend it. Now, I will say, if you're older, it's a little harder to get into for, like, older people that are probably in high school and up. However, if you have watched it as a kid and you return to it, you will still enjoy it, is what I've come to realize. As a kid, I mainly watched Dino Thunder, and now I'm just going through kind of like a binge phase, and there went the lid. But where I'm watching the entire Mighty Morphin series, I loved the movies growing up. The two I watched the most were, I should probably show you what I'm doing. This is the Blue Ranger bookmark, Blue Ranger bookmark, Blue Ranger bookmark. But I really enjoyed the movies, such as the actual original movie where there was Aisha and Tommy and all the Mighty Morphins, Kimberly, and also Turbo, which had Tommy and Kimberly, which I really liked because I liked that duo. That was like the duo. But I remember I had the original movie on VHS, and I think Turbo was the same. And now I have them both on DVD and also on digital, so I can watch them wherever, whenever. There's a commercial that we used to always see on Blu-ray discs back at this time. It's the one that ended with simple, fast, portable. Back when Blu-ray was coming around. Back in my day. Yeah, that long ago. Alright, next up, we got a similar but different. We got the Yellow Ranger. And I don't know why, but we're gonna assume this is Trini. Is that the right assumption? It's the Sabretooth. I'm blanking hardcore on this. They're gonna revoke my Power Ranger membership card. Dang. Here's a bit. You know what? Let's do this. I've been meaning to use these bookmarks anyway. Very slowly. Very intently. No, but like actually. Work with me, darling. There we go. Okay. Whew. Glad that there's a hard limiter on this video. There we go. These are made of metal. I really like to buy these whenever I go to like conventions because they're expensive online. But they're like $5 in person, which I mean is still kind of expensive for bookmarks, but they're cool. They're art. I know, I think the guy's name is Heroic on Etsy. Sells these metal ones, but they're like $13. And I'm just like, not about that life. They are very cool though, I will admit. I've considered buying some. Next up. We've got the comic Power Rangers versus Godzilla. this there. You've got the Green Ranger sword right here. You've got Godzilla right here, which is wild. You can see Goldar right here. Why am I blanking on this? It starts with an R. It starts with an R. I've been watching too many things. I'm thinking Regina. Why am I thinking these names? Let's call her Her Majesty for now because I'm hardcore selling at this point. So, if you would like to buy what I am selling, how you doing? This is the slip cover, so that the comic does not get damaged. Oh man, that is gonna mess with me hardcore. You know what, let's take it out. Alright, we're gonna sit that on the Funko Pop and we're gonna dive on in, as Roger would say from American Dad. Alright, what are we dealing with here? I followed Rita. Wow, so I was on the right track. Okay, I followed Rita and her goons. It's like you said, they're raiding some sort of ancient tomb. And that is Tommy talking to, I would imagine, Zordon. Excellent, Tommy. Stay out of sight. This is a reconnaissance mission only, at least until we can determine what's going on. The person who voices Zordon has a much deeper voice than I do. This is issue number 1. If there's more issues of this, I don't know about them. And I feel like now that I've said that, it's out in the universe and there will be more. There we go. Here we have another comic. We're gonna ignore that. What just happened there? Yep. We cool. We didn't hear that, right? We didn't hear that, yeah. Thank you. Okay, so this one is for the Pink Ranger. The pink Ranger. Right here is Kimberly. I'm just gonna start guessing at this point. This seems like it's Zeo. Perhaps this looks like it's some sort of dinosaur. So maybe Dino Fury, because Dino Thunder did not have a Pink Ranger. Super Mega Force, maybe. I could be butchering this hardcore. And one of these is Turbo. One of these has to be Turbo. You know what? Let's just put it out there. Maybe this is Turbo. And I am sure that part of the video is gonna get eaten alive. Won't be the first, won't be the last. Hi, welcome. ASMR God here. This Power Ranger themed video is brought to you by me and my dwindling bank account. Let's switch it around real quick. This is actually by Boom Studios. I have not heard of Boom Studios, but that is pretty cool that is a thing. You know, I don't just buy comics because it's by one studio. I buy the ones that are interesting to me. Now, we get to the graphic novel section, And I do want to read this summary, but this is actually the last graphic novel I found for this video. I was looking for the comics and I stumbled upon this gem when I was doing so. So right here we've got the White Ranger, the Green Ranger, the Red Ranger, the Pink Ranger, the Black Ranger, the Yellow Ranger, and the Blue Ranger. Looking like Daredevil down there. Alright, let's see. A new era begins here with a new team, but who is the new Green Ranger? The new Mighty Morphin team is on a collision course with an even deadlier Lord Zed, who has a new mission and a new motivation, one that will change everything you thought you knew about our heroes. But even if the Mighty Morphin team can find a way to survive Zed and their mysterious new enemies, they may discover the greatest threat to their future is the shocking secret of Zordon's past. Sounds pretty dope, actually. Let's see what we're in store for. Look at that art. That is fantastic. I'm good at my own stuff, but artists, I have such a respect for artists because they're like drawing artists. There's so many types of artists out there. I don't have the time to personally get into that. But if you do something creative, just know you're an artist. The more you know. Alright. We're going to move on before that tangent gets in. This right here, this is the first Power Rangers graphic novel I ever bought. I wish, it's by Boom again. I wish I could say I've read it. But let's be real, you boys been slacking. However, now is the perfect time to read the summary. The Ultimate Lord Draken Collection. Oh, word, I forgot this is from the game Rise of Draken. Alright. Lord Draken, a twisted alternate reality version of Tommy Oliver, aka the Mighty Morphin Green Ranger, also the White Ranger, also the Red Ranger, also the Black Ranger, probably more, is one of the deadliest foes the Power Rangers have ever faced. Now, for the first times, discover the collection spotlighting one of the most popular Power Ranger characters of all time, from his first appearance to his origin, all leading to the historic reality-shaking event Shattered Grid, as in the game. That is super cool. Actually, that was a really cool page. There we go. Look at this. This is what I'm talking about. I don't have that skill. I don't have the patience to have that skill. Let's see. Zords. Oh, this is Trini. I saw a bit of Lord Dragon there at the end. Okay. The Rise of Dragon is what the title page says. The title page. And you can see the green crystal right here. So, let us move on to the final two. The final two. Graphic novels. Got some hair in my eye. This is also by Boom Studios. This is Power Rangers Draken New Dawn. Something tells me this is the second version of the one I just showed you, like volume 2-ish-esque, perchance. I'm just gonna start throwing in that word into some videos next, and if you know, you know at this point. I'm gonna just be like, perchance. Oh, by the way, this is an ASMR roleplay. Nah, maybe. I'm considering it. Alright, let's get into this. Rise, 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 rise of the Ranger Slayer. Ranger Slayer, Ranger Slayer, Ranger Slayer, Ranger Slayer, Ranger Slayer. Let's see. The Ranger Slayer, an alternative universe version of Kimberly Hart, has returned to her home dimension to pick up the pieces left behind in the wake of the Lord Dragon's reign. But Kim's only option to save the people she loves is to become the thing she hates most, the new ruler of her world who sits on Dragon's throne. Oh, there's a bit more juicy. Now Kim must uncover the darkest secrets that Lord Dragon left behind, starting with the secrets of his prison called Deadlock, and the shocking identity of the inmate known as the Unknown Ranger. When Lord Dragon's final failsafe is tripped, an even deadlier threat sets its sight on Earth, and the Ranger Slayer won't be able to defeat it on her own. What? That sounds dope as heck. For lack of a more appropriate term. But I think you all know the sentiment I meant right there. Let's see. That is so cool. I swear, this is why I buy things, because it sounds super cool. And then it's like, I will get to you soon. And then I buy another thing. And it's like, I will get to you soon. Alright. We end here with a Boom studio. The last one was Boom. The one before was Boom. The one before was Boom. And the comic before was Boom. So we've got a bit of something going on here. This is really cool art design too. We've got Billy, Adam, Kimberly, Trini, or Aisha, and Rocky. All around Tommy. The Green Ranger year one. Let me move this box really quick. And I'm back. That makes it so much easier. And also you don't hear like this extra scratching. If you like that part, let me know. Maybe we do a video. But this is super cool. This is all about the first year of the Green Ranger. It says right here, Green Ranger year one. Let's see. Can I find anything cool? What the That is dope. That is really cool. That is very cool. And I would imagine. Yeah. There we go. Let's see. That's clean. That's real clean right there. All of these artists are so talented. Let's see what the next page holds to see if there's anything else. No, we're chilling. Wait a minute. Word. I will have to check out some of those graphic novels that are in the back. Let's get to reading this. After escaping Rita Repulsa's mind control, Tommy Oliver the Green Ranger joins the Power Rangers to combat the onslaught of evil attacks plaguing Angel Grove. Any semblance of a normal life is gone for Tommy now, but with his newfound family there lies hope for a brighter path. But for Jason and the rest of the Rangers, that path won't be easy. Adjusting to a new teammate has its own set of problems, leaving Trini, Zach, Billy, and Kimberly wondering how to handle a new and sometimes dangerous and unpredictable Ranger. That is very cool. has been an amazing video, and I hope you guys enjoyed, because if you didn't know, this is the type of video, well, not exactly. The video where I first showed my face on YouTube was actually a Power Rangers roleplay, and I had my closet as the background. So I may start from humble beginnings. I mean, jeez. That was when I was at like 16 subscribers. Here I am, almost up 100. Thank you guys so much for that. That means the world to me. And, yeah, I will see you in the next video. ASMR Scotty, out. It's morphin' time.